going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So there was a big storm that ripped through my area, and even at work there's downed trees everywhere, and there's about 4 to 5 times this sitting at work for free. I mean, otherwise it's gonna go and get heaped, you know what I mean? You know, I have a fire pit for the summertime. Obviously this stuff needs to dry out for a while, but I have a fire pit, and also I'm considering getting like a wood stove for the basement at some point, so I can burn wood and help send heat up through the house, you know, to help with gas and oil costs for everybody here. But I need a chainsaw because some of the pieces over there are so big I can't pick them up, so we need to go find a chainsaw. So yes, I know not everyone will agree with my choice. I did want a gas model, you know, because they last forever, parts are available. The problem is, how often do I need a chainsaw? Hardly ever. Then I have to worry about the gas going bad and storing it and then cleaning out the carburetor and filters, and I just didn't want to be bothered with that. And it was like $400 for a 20-inch bar, 50cc motor. And that, I almost bought that one, but I'm trying to spend as little as possible, but I also don't want to buy trash. I hate buying trash that you use once and you throw away, you know what I mean? You know, I have 3 kitchens and 3 bathrooms in this building that need to be remodeled as soon as possible. So, but at the same token, I don't want to see all that wood go to waste, and I do eventually want to get a wood stove and stuff like that, so I will need a chainsaw. And yes, I know the cordless battery chainsaws, if you factor in the battery and the charger, they actually come out to be more expensive than a gas model. Yes. So if I had to buy the battery and the charger, I would have got the gas model. Hands down, I would have got the gas model. But I don't pay for my batteries. I already have batteries, and I don't pay for them. My job pays for my batteries. I bought the first batteries, and then it's my job's responsibility to replace them every year. So I get like 1 or 2 batteries every year. Around Christmas time, whenever there's a deal, I'll just get like a 12.0 or 2 8.0s or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm always cycling in new ones and cycling the old ones out, or bringing the old ones home. Some of them I rebuild. So I figured the Milwaukee, you know, I'm not going to need a chainsaw that often. I hardly need a chainsaw. Like, this is the first time in a long time I've needed a chainsaw. Years and years and years. So I would say if I'm going to be using a chainsaw like once a year, then maybe the battery model would be best. And it was the least amount of money up front. So it was like $320. So yeah, I saved $80. Could have had the gas model, but I got the Milwaukee. Let's see how it does. All right, we're gonna do a little Testerone real quick. I've been outside all day doing fencing. It's like 20 degrees. I'm freezing right now, so we'll just chop up a couple of pieces of wood real quick and then go take a look at it inside where it's warm. But this battery's been outside all day. Anyone that knows lithium-ion batteries, when they're really cold, you don't get the same performance as a warm battery, but should be good enough. All right. Take off the blade guard. Let's try some small stuff. Alright, let's try a big one. It would be nice if I could put it up on this. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about the blade. Oh yeah. Just like butter. This thing hucks some chips. Yeah, look at these. Beast mode. Some of these are huge. So they're so big I can't pick them up and put them in the truck. They look like they've been sitting here a while. So they've already started to dry out. It's good wood though. A lot of knots. But I figure this will be the ultimate test for that Milwaukee chainsaw. If we can get through something like that, oh yeah. I don't even care if I go through 2 batteries. As long as it has the power to do it, that's all I care about. Just a home jobber, you know what I mean? Look at the size of it. This pig over. I'll have to do it slow so I can get the same. Look at that. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Alright guys, so I really pushed this saw to its limit just to see. And I have a lot of Milwaukee tools that use 12.0, and I've never been able to overheat a battery, especially when it's cold outside, you know? But the chainsaw, if you push this thing, you can overheat one of these batteries. So this thing is drawing a lot from that battery. But I'm also cutting things I'm not supposed to be cutting. Obviously, you're supposed to cut trees in diameter that's less than this bar length. And if you do, this thing cuts no problem. And you'll get a bunch of cuts out of it, and you could sit there and do it all day, you know what I mean? But I'm cutting into 24-inch diameter, like oak, hard oak trees. Way bigger than this saw is really rated to cut. And it's doing it. I just have to listen to the tool, you know? And make sure that it's not, like, it'll start making a certain noise when you're pushing it too hard, and you need to back off, you know, get a different angle, roll the tree over, whatever you gotta do. But you really gotta listen to the tool, and yeah, this is not meant for all day, every day, cutting huge trees down. It's not. But for me, you know, again, it's more than I need. So I've been just cutting, you know, I went outside a minute ago, and I cut a 20-incher in half, and now I just brought the saw in. I still have 3/4 of a battery. I'm just gonna let it sit there, let the battery cool, let the saw cool down a little bit. Do some work, because I'm here demoing anyway. And then like in an hour or so, I'll go back out there and cut another one in half, you know? Whatever, man. As long as it gets the job done. All right, we're gonna have to throw another tool review in here. You know, what kind of moron has a chainsaw and doesn't have an axe? Oh, right, that would be me. So I went online and did a little research. I did like the Husqvarna axe, looked pretty nice. But $106 to $110. I didn't see any warranty, if it had one, if it didn't. And there was one axe in particular that stood out to me, was the Fiskers X27. I have Fiskers tools, and I've never been dissatisfied. They're really nice stuff. So I ordered the X27. It's taking forever to get to my house, and this pile's growing fast. I got a bunch of rain coming for the next several days, so I shot over to Depot. I figure, it won't hurt to have a few axes, you know what I mean? So I didn't even know Milwaukee had one. So this is 10 inches shorter than the Fiskers, and a lot heavier. So Fiskers is longer, lighter. This one's shorter, heavier. So we're gonna try both of them when the other one comes, and yeah, see which one I like better. Let's get shopping. So I must say, the Milwaukee one out of the box comes sharp enough. This could cut you for sure. If you slid your thumb down like that, it would cut you. I mean, that thing is pretty sharp. This metal has a weird, like, yeah, you can see the casting. Pretty nice. Pretty beefy, man. It's no hollow handle like the Fiskers has a hollow handle. Again, I wasn't sure how good that would be for vibration. This Milwaukee one is pretty solid, so we'll see. I think I'm gonna like the Fiskers just because it's a little bit longer, but who knows? Who knows? Let's start with this guy. Oh yeah. Look at that. This thing drives pretty good. it just explodes. Explosive. And that's also what I was thinking. The X27 is so big that it would be, I would think, a little bit more difficult to chop down smaller stuff like this, you know? Because it's so big. So I figured having a slightly shorter axe would not hurt. Oh, dude. All right, this one's a bit longer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still cracked it. Oh. Yikes. Tell you what, this thing hasn't stuck yet. It either bounces off or slides right through. Shoot. Yeah. Vibration's starting to hurt. I might have to go put some gloves on. Alright, I think I split enough just to get a feel for that Milwaukee. It's pretty good, especially with the smaller stuff. It's nice that the handles, it's short. It's short enough that you can do the smaller stuff really easy, you know? And you really don't have to swing it that hard because it has enough weight to kind of get through some of this smaller stuff just super easy. I would think if the handle was 10 inches longer, it would make that a little more difficult to do, but there is a downfall with the Milwaukee. So a lot of this looks like oak. Yeah. That grain looks like either white or red oak. It's hard. It's super hard too. So these three pieces, you can see I got one little slice off right here. But I kept hitting this with blows, man, and yeah, my left hand, the hand holding the bottom of the handle, I'm getting like a shock vibration, and it was getting uncomfortable on these three pieces right here. Boom, boom, boom. I tried to break these three with the Milwaukee. I couldn't. So I'm gonna wait for the Fiskers tomorrow, and then we'll try to split these three with the Fiskers and see if we if there's any difference. Look what arrived, guys. The Fiskers X27. Yeah, like I say, I really like that Husqvarna, but for 110 bucks. For 110 bucks, I got the Fiskers X27 and the Milwaukee. So yeah, you never know. It might be nice to have two axes. Now you got choices, you know, in case you want to be an axe murderer or something. Many weapons to choose from. But yeah, we're gonna go home and try to chop those logs that I couldn't get with the Milwaukee. But while we're here, some of these logs, even though I cut them in half, they're still kind of heavy to pick up. So I've been just trying to split these down slightly so I can get them in the truck. So let's try to chop this. This is oak, some sort of oak, white oak, red oak, not sure, but it is pretty tough wood. So I've already chopped a few, and I've had a couple of you know, ones that bounced right off of there. There's absolutely no shock in this handle whatsoever. Very, very comfortable to use. It's a little top heavy, but she drives, man. All right, there's a quick comparison in size. Yeah, the Milwaukee, this Milwaukee feels heavier, but it's a little bit better balanced because it has steel going down the entire length. This one's head heavy, top heavy, but it splits wood really nice. So we're gonna try these 3 pieces right now with the Fiskers, the ones that I gave up on with the Milwaukee because the vibration was like too much in that handle. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I can still see the my little chop marks in that, and I checked real quick just to see, but the Milwaukee one definitely comes a lot sharper out of the box. Not that this isn't sharp, but Milwaukee one is razor sharp. This thing cuts like a beast. No gloves, so it's a fair comparison. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing drives so much better. That was literally hurting me yesterday with the other. Dude, get out of here. Nothing. Yeah, see here, there's why. You see the knot? There's a knot up here. That's why I was struggling. Like nothing. Oh! Yeah, it's a tough one there. I tell you what, I definitely I can feel my tenderloins right now. A little sore, arms, tenderloins, back of my neck. Yeah, a little sore, but a good sore. It's a nice kind of sore. Used a muscle I haven't used in a while, or just not to this extreme. Third one I couldn't split with Milwaukee. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this might be too long, that's why. I might have to chainsaw this in half. But let's see if we can get through it. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. Yeah, but see, when you bounce off with this one, you really don't feel it in your hands. Oh, that one I felt. That one I felt a little bit. Yeah, if you miss with the axe and hit the plastic on a piece of wood, you'll feel it. You'll definitely feel it. Alright guys, so I think this is the ultimate for us hacksmen and home jobbers. If I had to pick one axe, it would be the Fiskers, because this sucker drives, man. It's easy to get over your head, and it just swings really nice. It splits really good. I don't feel like it was as sharp as the Milwaukee out of the box, but that can always be fixed. Doesn't matter if you have knots, whatever, man. It might take you a few swipes, but this thing will split anything. zero vibration at the end of the handle when you get a dead blow. And yeah, it's a great little great axe. I actually completely missed the wood a few times and hit right here, worried that it was gonna just smash to smithereens. It took like a champ, man. Like, this thing is actually pretty strong. But you know, I am glad that I got the Milwaukee, because I think it has its place. Because the Milwaukee has a metal shaft, it's a little bit better balanced, and I feel like it's easier to choke up on the handle and split smaller stuff. But other than that, I mean, I think this is it right here. And if you're not good at cutting straight with a chainsaw through a larger log, I would get one of these splitting wedges as well. Well, I feel like this is it right here. I've been using these for a few days now. Again, this is for home jobbers, you know what I mean? Most of you probably won't be cutting through 24-inch diameter trees that often. And can it do it? Yes, it can. But you have to be smart about giving it a break, making sure your battery's not overheating, the tool's overheating. But it'll do it. You know what I mean? But as long as you're cutting stuff that's under, you know, like I say, the bar length, it cuts beautifully. And it cuts fast. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Make sure you subscribe. Smash the thumbs up. See you later.